10 relationship tips for men and women on this segment of A Scared to Remarry. What's up, Brave Arts community? This is Sean Heineman here with another segment of A Scared to Remarry, wanting you to love fearlessly. These are your 10 basic steps that I believe that can help keep your relationship functioning and thriving for a long time, because I know it's easy to be in relationships and you just kind of in the relationship, but these are ones that I really believe that can help you thrive long term. Let's talk about them. Here are the 10 relationship tips for men and women. Number one is be intentional every day. Now, when I say this, I'm saying that when you wake up out of the bed every morning, because you've been in this relationship long term, the newness has worn off. You have to be intentional because the butterflies are gone and all that other good stuff. So now you have to think, how can I best serve my spouse or significant other today, and being mindful, right? Instead of just being on autopilot all day, getting caught up and doing the things of everyday life, but you want to make sure that you're intentional about your relationship and what you plan on doing for your spouse or significant other. Are you tired of dating the same person, just different faces? Are you tired of people wasting your time in this whole dating process? Do you desire to marry one day? I created this 5-part video series entitled Dating Intentionally, 5 Ways to Know They Are the One for You. You can get it now in the comment section below. You will see it is 5, the number 5, ways to know.podia.com. I created this 5-part video series with you in mind. Now let's get back into today's podcast episode. Number 2 is be the example. Now, when I say be the example, this means that if you expect, and I'm going to talk about this too, if you expect to be treated nicely, right? Like you have to be that example. If you want somebody to apologize to you, you have to be that example. You have to be the first one to show what that looks like to the other person, because they might have never had it in their life. So you have to be, quote unquote, I guess, the sacrificial lamb coming out the gate. So that way they can actually mirror what you've done to them in a good way, not in a bad way. I'm not talking about, tit for tat and doing somebody bad. I'm talking about in a good way, that you have to be the example. Number 3 is apologize whenever you are wrong and change the behavior. Now, I get it. We have a lot of pride, especially for men. We struggle in the area of apologizing about things, and don't say things like, I'm sorry you feel like that. That's not apologizing. Say exactly what you've done wrong and ways you can go about correcting the behavior. I think that's very important, because remember, it's not so much just about the apology, but it's about having the change behavior to match that. Number 4 is laugh often. Laughter is medicine for the soul. Like whether you are watching a movie, a good comedy, or maybe just reminiscing over something funny, don't take yourself, too personal. Be a little light. It's okay. I believe people who have a sense of humor, they have an added dimension to a relationship, because nothing beats a smile or a good laughter. So remember to laugh often, because there's a lot of things in life to cry about. So it's better to have someone in your life who can make you laugh. Number 5 is share dreams and goals together. This both help keep both of you accountable. Where do we see our relationship in another year? Where do we see our marriage in another year? What do you plan on doing for yourself? Like, what are your personal goals and things that you want to achieve over the next year, or the next 2 years, 6 months? Just those kind of things to help keep each other accountable and going along for the ride. Because when you help investing in your significant other dream or in your spouse's dream, it becomes an adventure that both of you can have something to reminisce on once you get to that special place in your life that you worked hard for. Number 6 is uh, read a book together. This I cannot underestimate how important reading books are together. If you find the time to read a book together, there's so much that you will learn and find out about your spouse or significant other just through reading books. Because they present questions that you never just really thought about. So get something that you both are interested in. If it's self-help, that's cool. Even if it's fictional or if it's like a novel, things of that nature. If you both are into those kind of things, get those books and then read them together. And I think it's something that helps bring the both of you two together on an intimate level. Number 7 is pray together, have a devotional, send each other scriptures via text message. Now, if you aren't Christian or if you're not a believer, I get it. But this is for those who believe in a higher power, that if you give them scripture, something to like through a text message, just something that you might have been reading in your devotional, and you just want to share that with them. And it might have need that for today. You know, you never know what they're going through. And just reading a devotional, if you got the Bible app, read a devotional together. Doesn't require too much of your time, but I think that spiritual connection helps deepen your relationship. Number 8 is go to marriage and relationship conferences together, and even therapy. And y'all know how I feel about therapy, but if you want to go to a relationship conference or a marriage conference, something that's going to help sharpen your relationship, get you around other couples. I have the opportunity of meeting an amazing couple just from a conference that we went to. So don't be afraid to invest the necessary money in conferences or retreats, things of that nature, stuff that's going to invest in your relationship, because I believe if you invest in your relationship, it shows that you're serious about the relationship. Number 9 is surprise each other with gifts. Now, it doesn't have to be super expensive. Now, if their love language is gifts, this is really where they're going to thrive, right? Is getting you gifts. So it doesn't have to be a diamond ring. If you can do that, do it. But it can be something as simple as her favorite candy bar. He might like whatever, who knows? Just surprise them. Just give them something small as a token of appreciation of, hey, I was at the store today. I was thinking about you. I saw this. I wanted to get it for you. Some people love surprises. Surprises can go a long way. The last but not least is number 10. Help each other with household chores. Now, this is for those who have a family together. Maybe you have a young family, or maybe you have preteens, things of that nature. Help each other out with household chores. Get the teenagers involved. Get the kids involved. Do those basic things like washing clothes, folding clothes, stuff that's going to help make your life easier, cleaning a house, vacuuming, dishes, all the little basic things that that requires your house to run. If you want it to run in a functional manner, that you want to make sure that you both are helping out with household chores, filling up her gas tank, right? Maybe her gas tank is always on E. But, as a man, go fill up her gas tank. Pretty sure she'll appreciate that. Those are the 10 relationship tips for men and women. Let me know if there are any extra tips that you might think that can help a relationship for men and women as well. Leave it below in the comment section. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Share this video with a friend. This is Sean Heineman at A Scared to Remarry, wanting you to love fearlessly. Take care, people.